What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is a review for WWE Raw. And this is for February 18th, 2019, and you start off the show with Triple H. He comes out, he's doing a promo, he gives you a couple of really cool pieces of information. DX is the first inductees into the Hall of Fame this year. So, you know, they're including all of DX, which is very cool. You got Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Mr. Ass, Road Dogg, X-Pac, and Chyna. There was always a big debate about whether they were going to have Chyna in the Hall of Fame, whether it was appropriate because of her checkered past, you know, alcohol, drugs, porn. And so it's very cool that they decided to let her in despite all of that. And then he makes the announcement that 4 of the NXT superstars are going to be on Raw tonight. And I think this really made Raw a very good show. So you got Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Aleister Black. They're all coming up for the night. And that was very cool. Your first match, unfortunately, Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. I didn't care about the match. I don't care what stipulation they put on it. It's been done to death. Baron Corbin, I'm not impressed with. I never have been. So this was kind of going through the motions for me. It was a tables match, and Braun Strowman catches Baron Corbin, puts him through a table, gets his revenge for Elimination Chamber, and that's it. Like, I was not invested in this at all. Then Paul Heyman comes out, and Braun Strowman's still growing up the ramp. Braun Strowman grabs Paul Heyman, didn't really make any sense. He holds him there for a sec, lets him go. I don't know. Then Paul Heyman cuts a promo for Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. It was a really cool promo package, and that's what it was. It was basically he comes down to the ring and then shows part of a promo package. Okay, it was cool, but, you know, maybe they could have done something else. Finn Balor then gets a little in-ring promo. Bobby Lashley, Leo Rush jump him. Ricochet comes out to help. And this was very cool. Ricochet, of course, amazingly talented, doing a lot of crazy moves. And so that turns into a tag match with Finn Balor and Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush, which was a pretty damn good match. And there were a couple of moments with Leo Rush and Ricochet that I was really, you know, I mean, it was pretty energetic. It was adrenaline-filled for sure. Really damn good match. So, Leo Rush gets pinned by Ricochet, and I gotta say, dude, very, very cool. It was nice to see Ricochet get some time, you know, really in the spotlight. I really liked it. Backstage, you got a segment with Triple H, Drew McIntyre, Dean Ambrose. Originally, Drew McIntyre's there with Triple H asking for a match with Seth Rollins to prove he deserves to be in the triple threat at Mania. Dean Ambrose, he looks at him and says, "I'm here," and then slaps him in the face and then walks away. And then Triple H, you know, kind of jokes, "You still want Seth Rollins, or you want me to change the match?" And then Drew McIntyre's like, "Change the damn match." So after that, you get Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado from Lucha House Party versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Kind of cool to see them back together. Unfortunately, it's a losing streak bit, and I don't care about that. Lucha House Party go over. It is what it is. Charlie then interviews Heavy Machinery, and this was horrible. Just fucking horrible. They get interrupted by Lacey Evans. She walks down to the ring, back up the ramp again, doesn't do anything. Then Heavy Machinery do the same thing, and they're kind of doing this like old bushwhackers or, you know, natural disasters thing. It was just dumb. Just absolutely dumb. I've said that they are absolutely killing the introduction to all these new NXT characters, and they are. They are killing them. It's fucking retarded. So, with that out of the way, you get a backstage DIY Rude and Gable revival bit. Rude and Gable are like, you know, we've been here, we beat you guys in NXT. Why are you getting a shot at the tag team champions while we should be more deserving? You know, you gotta start at the bottom and work your way up. Revival interrupt and say, either way, we're gonna win. That turns into the match Revival versus DIY. Really good match, of course. These two in NXT tore the house down. Not quite tearing the house down in this match. It was a good match. Not quite as spectacular as some of the matches they've had. But still, again, very energetic, fast-paced, a lot of exchanges from both sides. At the end, DIY, pick up the win. Very cool. Charlie then interviews Finn Balor and Ricochet, and Finn Balor's like, you know what, this is not my time, this is Ricochet's time to shine. And then, Ricochet has a really cool promo where he's like, I came from Paducah, Kentucky, and I just was on Monday Night Raw. And he's like, kind of in disbelief, and I think it was a little bit genuine too. So it was very cool to see that. Very, very cool. Then you get another Kevin Owens promo, shot on an iPhone at a theater with his son. And so they're building up all this like family man stuff and being the good guy, I guess. I don't know. So it was there. There was nothing that I really liked or disliked about it. Then you get a Sasha Bailey promo, the new women's tag champions. And I gotta say that the Bailey Sasha promo was just not great. Kind of tripping over her words and shit. And even Nia Jax, who came out and does horrible promos herself, kind of knocked Sasha Banks for not having a good grasp of English grammar. And it looked like Nia and Tamina were going to go attack Sasha and Bailey, and that didn't work out because, they got kicked trying to come through the ropes, and then Nia Jax tried to go through the ropes again. And Sasha, automatically went for the bank statement. Tamina pulled Nia back out, and they walked away. So, not really much there. Honestly, kind of a down point. Then you get Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre, and Ambrose, man, he's just been on this massive losing streak. The big rumor is that he's leaving. He's not renewing his contract. Could be legit, could be a work, and you'd never know. But either way, they put Drew McIntyre over Dean Ambrose in a big way. Then you get Paul Heyman with his... this was just promo work. He didn't come down in the ring. This was just one of their, video promos. So part 2 of building up Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. And he keeps talking about how Seth Rollins is going to keep getting back up, so Brock Lesnar is just going to have to put him down. Is essentially what it comes down to. Charlie then interviews Seth Rollins, talking about what he feels about Paul Heyman's promo. Dean Ambrose interrupts, and Dean Ambrose goes to Seth Rollins. He's like, dude, where were you? And Seth Rollins is like, dude, have you lost your mind? And then Dean Ambrose just gets this hilarious look on his face, like I don't even know how to describe it. But like even everybody in the audience was laughing about it, like literally audibly laughing about it. And then he just like shrugs and walks away, Dean Ambrose does. So it was really cool. Really, really cool. Elias, then with Aleister Black, Elias is doing his, usual in-ring bit, and he's talking about all the NXT startups. And gets interrupted by Aleister Black, who is an amazing talent, and really showcased it here. And the aggression was very cool. And of course, Aleister Black goes over Elias with Black Mass. I think it was very cool. So all 4 of the NXT guys that came to Raw get a win. That is how you make an introduction to somebody. I don't know what the hell they're doing with EC3 and Heavy Machinery and Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross. Like, those 4 have been jokes since they were brought up to the main roster. They haven't been used. Nothing big has happened there. So it was really cool for Triple H to bring these guys up to Raw and give them wins. Solid wins. You end the match with Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. It wasn't necessarily a squash match this time. Ruby Riott got some offense in. It was still pretty a short match. And then, of course, Ronda Rousey's going to get the armbar. She's going to win. The Riott Squad are going to try to get involved. She's going to take them out, too. And it's Ronda Rousey standing tall, and that's kind of where it ends. So, that's where we're at. That was Monday Night Raw. There were some definite weak points to it, but I still really enjoyed it. I still really liked some of the stuff they did. Now, was the whole show great? No. But it was good enough that I was really invested in it. They had some damn good matchups. They had some good mix-ups that I was really happy to see, especially bringing in the 4 guys from NXT. I thought that was very important for them. I thought it really did a lot for this show. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 just because of that. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because I didn't care about Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin. I really thought that the The Heavy Machinery Lacey Evans thing was just terrible. The Sasha Banks thing kind of fell apart for me, and Nia Jax, I just don't care about that whole segment. I could have done without. And really the promo packages were nice, but they could have done something else. So 7 out of 10 I think is fair. It was a good show. It was a really good show, honestly, in my opinion, but it wasn't great. So that's where I'm at, 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwoods. Kaged Nation, out.